Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my interlocking lid box. Just the same sort of lid you would have if you were packing boxes and didn't have tape. It's just what I call a fold over fold over fold. But it's just a normal little box with this nice little fold on the top. But I've used a beautiful Dino Days stamp and excuse me, and the Dino Raw DSP that oh, excuse me, that I just adore. As usual, I'm fairly confident this is maybe the B-side of what I always class as DSP, but I just love them. They're so bright, so colourful, and I don't think they are just for kids either. As you can see, I've used Flirty Flamingo here, and we've got these beautiful little embellishments here that I think actually would work really well as the oh, somebody's going to correct me here, but they're like the scales on the back of the dinosaur. You could actually do them in the lovely bright pink here. As you can see, we've got some other elements going on here as well. So yeah, really simple box, but I'm going to show you how I made it. This time I'm going to use Pineapple Punch. Crikey, having one of those days today. So to start off with, then you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 12 inches by 6 1/4. So that will be 30.5 centimeters by 16. On the short side, we're going to be scoring at 2 3/4 and 4 3/4. And then we're going to rotate anti-clockwise. And then we're going to score on the, and that would be 7 and 12 centimeters. And then on the long side, we're going to score at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11 inches. And in centimeters, that will be 7, 14, 21, and 28 centimeters. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Okay, and then as always, we're going to fold and burnish those score lines. As I said, it's a nice simple box, this one, but quite cute again for maybe party favours. You know, you could fit quite a few little goodies in these boxes. Or you could just use them as a little treat for when your little dinosaur comes home from school. Okay, so scored and burnished, all of those score lines, folded and burnished every time. So you will notice you have a large panel, a medium panel and a small panel. That's in my theory anyway. So the large panels will be the base of your box. So we're going to cut up the vertical score lines to that first score line on all of them. Much prefer using my large scissors when I'm doing these, but never mind. Okay, and then obviously this long thin strip here we're just going to cut away. So we'll get rid of that piece. Oh my goodness, I'm making a bit of a mess of that, aren't I? There we go, that's better. So we'll get rid of that piece. Okay, and then we're also going to be doing exactly the same on this top bit here too. So we're just going to cut down each one of these. And then again, this corner piece here, we're going to cut away. Okay, then we're going to stick our DSP on. I've got this really funky design this time. I think it's so much fun. That's the other side of it. Really pretty little dinosaurs, but I wanted to go with this pattern side. So your DSP, which you'll need 4 pieces of, is 2 1/2 by 1 3/4 inches, or in centimeters, it's 6.5 by 4. So I'm just gonna stick this. Why have I got cardstock stuck to my snail? And the good thing about this pattern actually, I think, is that you can't really have a right or a wrong way, because the pattern is just random either way. So that's good. So there's my DSP on, and then I'm going to pop some tear and tape onto this little tab here. I'm just going to add a couple of pieces there, and then before I build this box up, you need your detail trio punch, and on the thin bits that are the top, probably better to tuck the other bits under out of the way, and then we're going to round all of the top corners. Now this just fits in, and then you have to work your way along. Everything's shifted now, look, let's try again. There we go. So you just work your way along, just tuck a piece under out of the way, and as I said, it does just fit. Oops, that slipped as I did it then. If you do get them at, oh, that's the tear and tape scissors, that's no good, is it? If it does just catch, just give it a little trim. As I say, work your way along, doing each one as you go. Just make sure that they sit nicely in the guards at the side here, so you get that nice rounded edge. And my last one, there we go. So that's those all done. So those are all my tops all nicely rounded, and if you recall, when I make up my box, I always like to make sure I know which one's the front so that I can add my tear and tape. You can use wet glue, of course. I just choose to use tear and tape, and then obviously we're just going to take the backing off these bits, fold our box over to make it up, and then exactly the same again. So we fold the sides in, then the back, and then again take the backing off the tear and tape, and then make sure it's all sitting square and fold that piece under, and then again just get your hand inside and press that tape down. And then, as I said, for the lid, so you can start wherever you like, so I'll start with the front piece. So that one goes over that one, so that, no, wait a minute, so that one goes over that one. This one now needs to go under the front and over the back, and then as long as you don't crease your cardstock like I just did, then you have your pretty box. And I can't find the back, there it is. So there's your pretty box. This one obviously sits a little higher than the others. No, I don't want you to do that, that was Tuesday's tutorial. There we go. And then we just need to decorate it. So I am simply going to have some of this gorgeous pineapple punch cardstock, and I've got my, oh crumbs, forgotten the name of punch. I want to say story time, but I don't think that's correct, and my catalogue's downstairs, so I do apologise. The link will be on my blog, so you can get the details for it from my blog. And then I want my pineapple punch ink, and this lovely thanks for being a friendosaurus. That's going on to a dirty piece of Whisper White. There we go. Give that a quick clean. And then let's put this ink away before I put my hand in it, because that's the kind of day I've had today. So I've punched that one out for the backing, as you can see on this one. So again for this one, so I'm going to put my stamp quite close to the left side of the punch for this one. Just make sure it's straight, punch it out, get rid of the excess, and then this time I'm going to pop this back in this way which can be a little fiddly. It's just to make sure you get the card in between the two cutting parts. There we go. Ensure that you're keeping these edges straight to keep your punch in the same shape, and then just once you've got it lined up, crumbs, that's not going to happen, is it? Let's try again. Hold on to the end so that it doesn't lose its place, and punch again, and then you've taken off that small piece there, but what you've done is actually created yourself a smaller version, so you've got the edges there. So I'm just going to run some snail on there to layer. I just need to make sure I've got an equal amount of cardstock either side. And that's fairly good. And then I just want to add some little embellishments there at the side. So these are the Dyna Raw enamel shapes. I think I'm going to go with this one this time. I'm just going to pop that there. They're so shiny. Can you see how shiny they are? They're beautiful. And then just a couple of dimensionals onto the back of here, and then just pop it onto the side. So cute. So cute. Pop it onto the side, and there you go. Thanks for being a friendosaurus. Hope you like it. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.